E-learning, is it a great idea or not? Is e-learning necessary to be implemented? Does it have a great contribution to solve our country's current problem? Or is it not helpful to our society's educational system? Which of these are you in favor of? Implementing e-learning or not? We should be wise in doing decision making as well as using critical thinking so that we will not regret our decisions in the end. There are only two choices and only one of them will lead you to success. And so, you should only choose one. E-learning is an access to educational curriculum utilizing electronic technologies for learning. In most cases, this type of educational system takes place outside the traditional classrooms, which is new to the past generations. This type of educational system aims to control the growing issue of overwork congestions in schools and most especially in public schools here in the Philippines. As a student, I do not support in the implementation of the e-learning system. It is not that I don't want to solve the issue of having overcongestion in public schools, but because the tradition of children being physically obliged to go to school every day has already been replaced and erased. Students nowadays are more likely to be dependent using the internet, unlike in the past generations where they spend much time seeking information in the library. As the technology improves over time, our lifestyle has also been changing. That is why the market for books has been decreasing over time. As you can see, in the past generations where they gave all of their efforts in doing homework and projects such as reports, they seem to be more independent and striving. Unlike in our generation today, where there are only a few students who are wide book readers because of the new media age. These are the advantages of the e-learning system if it will not be implemented. If e-learning will not be approved by the Congress, the information that was collected from the books are credible or more accurate because these pieces of information originally came from the author itself. Because of this, fake news or untruthful information will be lessened. A Pew Research Center survey finds that the share of Americans who have read a book in the last 12 months was 72%, and this remained largely unchanged since 2012. This means that people are more likely to prefer to use the library than the use of the internet because they guarantee that by using the library, all of the information in the book is all factual. The secondary advantage will be this will reduce health problems such as musculoskeletal problems, vision problems, and headaches. Walking to school every day will reduce your body fat, and it will be a good idea to prevent from being obese. Sitting on uncomfortable and long hours of working on just doing stuff on your computer or laptop may result in fatigue and will result in having some back pain. Doing simple walks and jogs will be a great help exercise your joints and muscles. Also, miscommunication will be minimized due to the real face-to-face interaction between the teacher and the student. In this case, if the student has any concern about his or her subject, the teacher will be able to entertain his or her student immediately, unlike e-learning where the student needs to adjust to their teacher. These are the disadvantages of e-learning will be implemented. First, there will be a lack of face-to-face interaction. Lack of face-to-face contact with the teacher reduces student input, induces social alienation, and can lead students to experience lack of pressure. The lack of pressure is a drawback in that it makes it easy for students to leave their studies unentertained. Constant nudging by professors can be undesirable for many, but it is an efficient process. Due to the lack of face-to-face interaction, this can also affect the students' learnings. Another disadvantage is that online student feedback is limited. Students completing regular assessments become dissatisfied when they experience a lack of personalized feedback. The traditional methods of providing student feedback don't always work in an e-learning environment, and because of this, online education providers are forced to look towards alternative methods for providing feedback. In conclusion, the e-learning system must not be implemented because students will now be idle in doing the research and projects because of the abundance of the information, and just one click on the internet will bring you to all the information that you want. I'm Deo Giuseppe Parado, and thank you so much for your time.